Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Wednesday. It is Wild Wednesday already. Wow, happy hump day everybody. I hope each and every one of you are having a fantastic day thus far, having a great week. Hopefully your weekend is going to be awesome. Mine is going to be okay, I hope. I'm looking forward to it. I hope all of you guys are too. My name's Matt, if you didn't know that, and I'm here with another review. Today's review is a fantastic, fun little movie. One that I saw a few years back, probably like 6 or 7 years ago, and I saw it with my mom for the very first time on Netflix one night. We were hanging out and trying to find something to watch, and we came across this one, and we're we were happy. This is one that we connected on every level because it was just done. It's so funny and done so. It's perfect in its own way. Flaws and all, because it's chock full of flaws. But that's what makes it such a fun little movie. Like, I adore this one. It's from 2008 and it's starring Chiyoko Asami, now Nagasawa, Kazayuki Senba, Sentaro, Ryutaro Yumishi, and it's directed by Terauchi. And that is Shaolin Grandma. Yes, what a fun, awesome movie. Um, I know I don't hear anybody ever talk about this one. Why, I don't know, because it is a perfect little movie for a night with friends, or just hanging out trying to get a good chuckle in, because this is awesome. This is grandma exploitation right here at its finest. Um so the Shaolin Grandma, by the way, that's what she looks like. She's got a little tiny burr head perm, and there's a catchy little song about Shaolin Grandma, and there's even a part in there about her perm. It is beautiful. Um, it is just, what is it about? It's batshit crazy. That's all I can say. Um, she is the grandmaster at this Shaolin temple. This girl comes in. What is her name? Let me find it real quick. Gosh, I am drawing a blank right now. It's Ippon something. Ippon-ashi. Ippon-ashi, which is it stood for something about legs of something. I can't remember exactly what it meant, like legs of wonder or fury or something, like something along those lines. Um, so Shaolin Grandma, she at this point, it first starts out and she's like 18, and even though it's played by the same old lady throughout the entire film, no matter what the age is, she looks exactly the same. Um, the only difference is when we first start off, she has a cute little bob haircut, which only lasts for a very short while, and then she goes to the burrhead perm, and she has that for the entire film. Entire movie. This is a movie. This is not a film. It's a comedy. Martial arts comedy. And there's no gore in it. Barely any kind of blood in it, but there is blood. There is some special effects, some not so special effects, which are great. Um, so Ippon-ashi comes in and challenges Miyoko, who is the Shaolin Grandma, to a match, and if whoever loses has to leave, and blah blah blah. Shaolin Gam Gam loses. She is forced to leave. She two of her goofy little sidekicks. One's a little chunky guy with a big round face. And then the other guy is this little short, bald-headed man that's got kind of a squished up face a little bit. He's kind of weird looking, but they're goofy. They definitely misfits of the group. two that I would take, that I would chuckle if they came at me with a fist. Like, come on, guys, what do you got going on in there that's gonna scare me so much? Because I'm not scared yet. Okay, so those they're forced out. Then they become street performers, just because they're like hanging out, trying to figure out what they're gonna do, how they're gonna eat, all that XYZ. What they're gonna have to do. They notice some people, street performers, and that's when they get this idea of becoming street performers. And their street performances are god awful, by the way. They just consist of the one guy, the round chunky face guy dancing, going bam 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 bam. That's what he does the whole time. And then the little squishy face guy, he's saying something and he's singing something, and he's throwing confetti in the air. And that's all their little dance routine consists of, while Shaolin Grandma is up front doing this number, grabbing on her boobs. She's got a little dance number, which is pretty steamy. um, yeah, it's a trip, but like, so they're doing these live performances on the street. I'm guessing he's an Aussie, because he's a white guy, and he has an English sort of accent, and I'm guessing he's an Aussie because of where they're located. Aussies can end up there. Usually ones that have nefarious plans in mind. But this guy, he runs a local nightclub, and so he picks up their gig, and they do the same exact gig there as well. The whole bam, 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 bam. It's funny stuff, I mean, the same gig, throwing the confetti. Grandma's up there grabbing her tatas, shaking them around, which is funny as shit. And the whole while, like, as we're getting told this story, I forgot, I passed it up. It starts out with this mailman going along, delivering his mail, blah, 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 blah. Gets to Shaolin Grandma's house, decides he's going to come in, which is the first thing I'm like, why are you doing that? That is stupid. Comes in, sees Shaolin Grandma laying on the ground. She's unresponsive, dead. So he walks in, calls the fuzz. They tell him he's got to stay there until they get there. Even though he's still got a job to do, he'll have to do it afterwards. So they're hanging out. He sees the scroll, and the scroll starts with Volume 1 with that, and then it moves on to the live action, and then her and her buddies get split apart. They feel disgraced by her because there was a night that these thugs came in and beat the shit out of everybody in the place, including them, and she just sat there and danced and acted like nothing ever happened. So they turned their back on her because of that. It's kind of one of those things, you see it coming a mile away, and then like you got the redemption side of it. There's a whole love scenario thing where the grandma meets a man, and they have wild, nasty, animalistic sex. They don't show it, thank Jesus. Oh my God, thank all the gods above that they did not, because I would not want to look at that. That would just ick me out. Ooh, makes my skin crawl thinking about it. Because the things that, like, the guy is going, since he's going through these scrolls, Volume 1, Volume 2, blah, 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 up to like 6, I think. Two and a half of them were all sex stuff. And this, like, stuff like he's reading through, like, oh, our steamy passions. Oh, he licked me there. Oh, my anus. And he's just getting grossed out along the way. throwing the scrolls. You know, he goes through the whole thing and realizes, oh my god, this is all sex. Gets the next one. Oh my god, this is still two. And so, you know, and then he finally picks up the story. Um, I'm not going to give any more left after that because you should watch it. It is an extremely predictable movie if you don't figure out what is going on here. Um, by the halfway in the movie, you have not been paying attention. Yes, it's subtitled, so do look in mind for that. Does it take away anything from it? No, I didn't think so. I thought it added a little more charm to it. What would I rate this? As far as like a technical side, two, a two. As far as like a entertaining side, this is a four. This son of a bitch is entertaining as hell, and I suggest it for each and every one of you that want a nice comedy that's not on the that's a little off the beaten path, because I've never hear anybody ever talk about this one. Let's give it some love, guys. Go search out a copy. It's dirt cheap. Watch it. Let me know what you think. If you have watched it, shoot me some info on how you felt. I would love to hear about it. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. I love your faces. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I got a badass movie lined up for the next 2 days, and then next week I'm partially lined up already. You got some awesome shit coming along your way, guys. All right, everybody. I love you as always, and peace.